your attention to the American flag, located near our scoreboard for the playing about the national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
Farewell train.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Pope Francis. As tonight, your Pope Francis Cardinals girls varsity basketball team is in a battle tonight as they take on the Pittsfield Generals. So we're going to be taking on also the voice of the Cardinals, bringing you this live and exclusive action right here on Pope Prep tonight. The Pope Francis Cardinals girls varsity basketball team, one of the hottest teams in Western Massachusetts, takes on the Pittsfield Generals, trying once again to win this year on the home floor. Pittsfield will try to fire from three to start things out, but that'll be a double rim rebound. Cardinals going to look for it. The stingy defense has been there all season long. From what we have seen, it will be Pittsfield possession off an inbound early on. They'll try to work it in. Pittsfield going to try to fire for two. That's rim and in. How about that? So good start for Pittsfield. They take the first possession and take it all the way and take it the distance for 2 points. Just like that. That'll be a 2-0 Pittsfield lead. Meanwhile, the other way, here come the Cardinals. Pope Francis, again, trying to take care of business. I don't know what that was for Audrey Mason. I think that was supposed to be a pass, but eventually Bella Meadows said, okay, I'll just shoot it in anyways. 2 points for Bella Meadows. That's good. Pope Francis ties this game at 2 apiece. Pope Francis, their senior night will be tomorrow as we commemorate the hard work and sacrifices made by the 2 seniors on this team, Audrey Mason and T.C. Tricetta-Cottle, who have both been playing basketball here at Pope Francis for a while, so we'll give them a nice ceremony tomorrow before the game, and we'll commemorate what they have done and look forward to the rest of their year here at Pope Francis Prep as they move on to bigger and better things for next year. Speaking of a senior, Mason will inbound in the Meadows. Again, folks, remember to like and subscribe to this content. We produce content like this every single day of the week, whether it's on the basketball, whether it's on the hardwood, whether it's at the ice, whether it's anywhere, whether it's in the classroom, whether it's on the turf. We produce it everywhere in any way you can imagine, folks. Pope Prep on YouTube, we're worldwide. Like Prestige worldwide, but Pope Francis worldwide. Albano's going to try to fire from downtown. That'll be a rim. Rebound will be taken in by Pittsfield. Pittsfield now will try to work it up the floor. Haroline Castillo will try to move it in to Jamie Duquette. Duquette will try to take it in for 2. No. Rim. Rebound taken in by Termel. Termel having a hard time handling things. That was because Desiree Powell was getting in the way, but not for long. Pope will inbound with Bella Meadows. Meadows, UConn commit, soccer star. Main attraction at these basketball games as well. Cardinals trying to work it up the floor still. Here's Mason. Mason's got it. Mason going to try to fire a long one, but no, that's no good there. Rebound taken in by the Generals. TC tried to take it in, but that will be an offensive foul. Trying to figure this one out here. No. Okay, so Generals will have the opportunity to get possession now. Won't be a foul or anything. It'll just be general possession. Okay, I thought that for sure was going to be a foul on Pittsfield, but I guess it's not. So the Cardinals will need some defense. TC will put the hands up in the air and make the play. Cardinals now will try to take it the other way. Here's Bella Meadows. Meadows will try to take it in 1 step, 2 step, no step. Pittsfield trying to take it up the floor. A surprising start to this one. Pittsfield with a 4-2 lead. Meadows will look to change that. That will be a whistle and a foul. Pope Francis happy with what they have thus far. Inbound coming in for Maeve Trammell. Tuesday night basketball, ladies and gentlemen. We have it all for you every single day of the week. Winter sports season's coming down to the stretch run here, guys. You can feel it outside. It's about 50 degrees today, right? I mean, this winter sports season is going to be a fun ending. We have our first hockey playoff game on March 1st. That day has just been announced, so March 1st. Book that in your calendars. We will be live at the Olympia Ice Center, 6:50 p.m. puck drop, I believe. So that'll be a fun one. March 1st, there'll be a playoff game, number 1. But this weekend's a huge game as well. Number 1 team in the state is coming into the Olympia Ice Center. That's right, folks. Catholic Memorial, I believe, is coming in. They are going to have the opportunity to play the Cardinals. From the latest rankings that we saw, Pope Francis was the 4 seed, and Catholic Memorial the 1, from what I know. But I'll check on that just to double check and make sure. Cardinals will look for some defense after the Albano 3. Albano having a great sharp-shooting season as the Generals will try to twist and turn for 2, and they do. Jamie Duquette puts it in, and the Generals take the lead right back. So surprising start to say the least. Cardinals trying to find their footing. Meadows over to Albano it goes. Albano can't stuff in the 2. Rebound taken in by Pittsfield. Castillo moving over to Duquette. Duquette from 3. Rim. Rebound taken in by the Generals. Generals trying to work it in again, and they do. Good basketball by Harlan Castillo. Good spin move and a spinorama for 2. So that puts it in for 2 more. 8-5 in the game right now, Pope Francis. Cardinals trying to get back. Mason over to Maeve Trammell. Trammell calling shots, moves it over to Meadows. Here's Bella Meadows, back to Albano. Albano from her hot spot down to 3, and it's good again. How about 1, 2, 3, for Ava Albano. That accounts for 6 points, and we got a timeout on the floor. Timeout taken, and we'll stop aside. 8-8 the score, 4:25 to go in the opening quarter. Stay tuned, Pope Prep. Back, ladies and gentlemen, ready to resume on Pope Prep. We got a tie ball game on our hands of 4:25. Let's go in this opening quarter. Pope Francis, Pittsfield in a battle tonight. 8-8 the score. Generals trying to work it the other way. Here's Powell. Desiree Powell working it over to Duquette. Here's Duquette from long distance, and it's good. How about Jamie Duquette? Another 3. That'll give Pittsfield an 11-8 lead. Cardinals trying to go long ball. Meadows throws it over to Mason. That looked like a football pass. Mason over to Albano. Albano, is she hot again from 3? No, that one hits the side of the hoop. Meanwhile, Mason trying to get going, but eventually she can't. Generals will try to keep it alive. That one took some weird bounce. Cardinals will come away with a steal. Not before Meadows will have to go to her knees to make the play. Here's Maeve Trammell. Trammell, nice ball handling. Moving over to Meadows. Here's Meadows over to the corner again to Albano. Albano fake 3. Mason. Audrey Mason back out to Meadows. Meadows from downtown. It's good and 1. Bella Meadows. Wow. Pope Francis, what do you say? Bella Meadows, a superstar. 3-pointer is good. She'll look to make it a 4-point play. How many times have we been able to say that, folks? I don't think we said that at all this year. 4-point play. Here we go. Can Meadows cash in? Be huge. What a shot from Bella Meadows. 3-pointer good. 11-11 the score. Meadows makes it 12-11. 4-point play good from Bella Meadows. And just like that, Pope Francis leads by 1. 3:30 to go in the opening quarter. Generals will try to move it the other way quickly, and rather they do, but it's an air ball instead. Mason will take in the rebound. Here's Ava Albano. Albano looking around. She'll just take it herself. Looking for an outlet, finds it with Maeve Trammell, who uses the body, trying to move it over to Adjani Marsh. Marsh on the floor for TC. Albano again from 3. No. Rebound taken in by Trammell. Trammell looking for 2. She's got it. Maeve Trammell puts it in for 2 points, and just like that, it is a 14-11 Cardinal lead. That will be going the way of Pope Francis. Cardinals getting some late momentum here in this first quarter. Generals will get some substitutions onto the floor, so Desiree Powell will take a seat, along with Randy Duquette. So 2 seats there. Audrey Mason going to take a seat here, and TC coming back onto the floor. So TC in, Audrey Mason out. Senior swap, to say the least. Meadows. Pass got deflected, but it goes right into the hands of Trammell. She's got a wide open look. Can't hit. Rebound. Cardinals looking for it. Generals come away with it. That's Charlotte Goodrow. Charlotte Goodrow trying to take it in. No. Rim. Rebound taken in by Pope. Here's Meadows. Meadows trying to go coast to coast, but instead she is fouled. So Bella Meadows draws the foul. 14-11 the score. Meadows. 2 shots coming in for Meadows. 4th team foul of the first quarter for the Generals, so they're quickly getting in the foul trouble. First free throw is no good for Meadows. They're already out of Miss Meadows. Gotta love what you've seen this year from the Pope Francis Cardinals girls basketball team. This team has looked way different than they had last season. More fight, more effort, sharper shooting. I mean, it's been incredible, the turnaround. Smiles on faces, fans happy. That's what you talk about with these Pope Francis Cardinals. Cardinals looking for some defense now. Meadows trying to provide it. Generals will try to take it the other way for 2, and they do. And just like that, Generals get back on the board in a hurry. 15-13 to score. Trammell, long ball to Albano. Here's Ava Albano, the junior. Going to try to take it into the paint. That shot got blocked, and that will be heading the way of Pope Francis. Last touch was on the Pittsfield Generals. I believe that was Jamie Duquette in there for Pittsfield. Trammell will look around, tries to find Albano. Albano wide open, look from 3. Rim, rebound, Adjani Marsh has it. Marsh moving it out to the corner to Trammell on the right side. Trammell back to the top of the key to Meadows for 3. Rim, rebound, Marsh has it. Marsh trying to put it in for 2. And Adjani Marsh, what do you say? How about uno dos? Adjani Marsh puts it in. 17-13 lead for Pope Francis. Generals trying to keep that one alive, but that will be heading the way of Pope Francis. And now Meadows will inbound. We're ready to resume. Meadows over to Maeve Trammell. Trammell, that pass got blocked there. I believe Trammell was trying to do something with it. Generals got in the way there. Trammell now will work it in. Trammell over to Meadows. Meadows, Adjani Marsh. Marsh trying to do something. Generals trying to move it up the floor now after the Cardinal turnover. Generals trying to fire from 3. No, that's an air ball, and that will be a travel too. So Generals can't get really any luck at all. I mean, Maeve Trammell just came in screaming after that 3 attempt. I mean, I'd be scared to death, to be honest with you. Meadows will inbound. Meadows and Albano it goes. Albano back to Meadows. Here's Bella Meadows streaking down the court. Meadows for 2. Meadows is good. Bella Meadows puts it in for 2. 19-13 game, ladies and gentlemen. Cardinals up by 6. Generals trying to strike back with Duquette. Duquette 3. No. Rim. Rebound taken in by those very same Generals. Generals will get the rebound again. 3 straight shots, 3 straight misses, 3 straight rebounds. Make it 4 straight rebounds. Duquette from 3. No. Rebound finally taken in by Marsh. Marsh to Trammell to Meadows. Meadows for 2, and she is fouled. Excellent start by Pope Francis. That's been a thing with these Pope Francis Cardinals, getting hot in the first quarter. And the second quarter has usually been rough for these Pope Francis Cardinals from what we have seen. But first quarter looking A-okay right now. So Meadows will head to the stripe again. Free throws coming in. Crowd will quiet down with 1:07 to go in the opening quarter. First one is no good. Mae Fitzgerald will come in. TC will take a seat. Again, folks, make sure to tune on Pope Prep early tomorrow evening. We'll have the senior celebration for you. TC and Audrey Mason will be remembered, and honored for what they have done with this Pope Francis Cardinals girls basketball unit, as Ava Albino will take a seat. Cardinals looking for some defense, trying to close out the quarter strong. Generals trying to work it in for two, and they do. Generals put it in, 20-15 the score now, 5-point game. Clock running, 55 seconds to go in this opening quarter. Here's Meadows. Bella Meadows, shaking and baking. Meadows kicking it back to Maeve Terrell. Here's Terrell. Looking around, looking at the clock, 42 seconds it reads. Terrell looking for, just trying to create some space. It's a steal, a little block there by the Generals. And Duquette has been all over the place. That will be general possession with 33.8 seconds to go in this opening quarter. Generals now trying to work it in. One last opportunity, really. I mean, they may have another. Duquette, little sky hook, like not even sky hook, side hook. How about that? They put it in for two. 2017, this is a 3-point game. Near the end of this first quarter, Meadows will try to take it inside. She gets blocked. No call there on Meadows. Gonna have to deal with that one. Generals trying to work it up. 10 seconds to go. Duquette from three the other way. No. Rebound taken in by Terrell. Here's Terrell trying to work it up to Meadows. Here's Bella Meadows for two. It's good. And one. Bella Meadows puts it in for two. We'll have the opportunity to make it a 3-point play. Bella Meadows, hard-working first quarter. One of the main reasons why the Pope Francis Cardinals up by 2 possessions. Here's Meadows with an opportunity to make it a 3-point play. Let's see what she can do. Charity stripe, Meadows, here we go. Crowd silences, and Meadows hits the free throw. 1.5 seconds to go. Generals will inbound, and that will be that. Generals run out of time, and that does it for the first quarter. Pope Francis up by a score of 23-17 in this first quarter. Stay tuned. Pope Prep champions play here. Zoom in this second quarter right here on Pope Prep. Cardinals have a 2-possession lead. 23-17 is their lead as we begin this second quarter. Cardinals going to look for some defense here. TC trying to provide the defense. Cardinals trying to get in the way. TC has it now. Here's TC. TC is fouled. Cardinals now will hop on to the bonus. That'll be the 7th team foul of the half for the visiting Pittsfield Generals. We have a whistle before we can continue. Yep, and TC will head to the stripes, with that being the 7th team foul of this first half. I mean, it's been an opposite playing strategy here by both sides. I mean, Pope Francis, 0 team fouls in that first quarter. Generals, 7 team fouls here in this first half. So, interesting to see for sure. TC, that's the first one. Having that opportunity for the 1-and-1, she has earned the second free throw. Let's see if TC can make him pay. TC, the senior center, 25. Takes great photos as well in her spare time. TC from the lines, if you haven't followed her already. TC goes 2 for 2 from free throw distance. Cardinals looking for some defense. That one heads into the bench area, so Albino will have the opportunity to inbound. 25-17 game. Cardinals up comfortably by 8. Here's Meadows, going to try to take it the other way. Bella Meadows for 2, and she makes it look real easy, too. 27-17, and that will have a timeout for Pope Francis. We'll step aside. Stay tuned. Pope Prep champions play here. Prep second quarter, 27-17 Cardinals. Starting out the second quarter with a bang. So right after I jinxed the Generals and said the Cardinals this season, second quarter's been a little rough. Generals are going to try to take it the other way and fire from 3, but it's been the curse of the commentator this far. Cardinals going to try to take it in for 2 again. No, rebound is finally taken in by TC, and the Cardinals will work it up the floor. Here's Termel. Termel up to Meadows. Bella Meadows trying to do something. She takes a seat instead. Generals now will try to work it the other way. Here come the Generals. Generals trying to cut in for 2. They'll stop on a dime, trying to fire in from the paint, and they do. 27-17 becomes 27-19. Generals able to stuff it in for 2 points. Cardinals will look to respond with Termel. Here's Bella Meadows. Meadows trying to cut around, trying to make a play maybe. But can't. She'll have to get back on defense. General's going to try to take it in for 2. Randy Duquette. No, she cannot hit. Rebound is taken in by Meadows. Meadows twisting and turning her way inside the paint, trying to fire for 2. Meadows tried to go coast to coast, but instead it was coast to rim. So whistle on the floor. I believe that was the first team foul of the half for Pope Francis. So it's been a clean first half from them. Generals now will try to work it the other way. Generals trying to keep it alive, and they do. But instead it goes right to Bella Meadows. Meadows going to try to take it in. Drop pass to Termel. Termel for 2 inside the paint. No. Trying to get her on rebound. She does. Here's Termel working it back to Albano. Albano from downtown. Rim. Rebound taken in again by Mason. Mason to Albano. Albano for 2. Yes. Hit the rim originally, but drops in. Pope Francis jumps up 29-19. 5:55 to go now in this first half. Coming up, folks, regardless of the result of this first half, we have the first halftime report coming to you live courtside. It's all coming up, folks. Stay tuned. Now, Pope Francis halftime report. 5:47 to go in this second quarter. Still a long way to go before that time. Second team foul of the half for Pope Francis, meaning the Generals will head to the free throw line in the charity stripe. Free throws coming in still. And the Generals, here we go. Second free throw is good. So, Generals hit the free throw, 29-21. They cut it back down to an 8-point game. Here's Meadows. Bella Meadows has it, top of the key. Meadows looking around, trying to find an outlet. She'll just take it herself instead. Meadows for 2. Oh, nice move by Meadows, but she cannot finish. Instead takes a knee again. Bella Meadows she's either been scoring or taking a seat on the court. I mean, it's been that type of first half for Meadows. Cardinals trying to work it in the other way again. Cardinals still trying to do something. Generals trying to make a play somehow, some way. And that will be a whistle. Generals trying to fire in for 2. No. Rebound taken in again. Generals will try to work it in, and they do. Generals for 2, and just like that, it is a 29-23 lead for Pope Francis. Cardinals going to try to work it in the other way again. Here's Meadows. She has it with 4:58 to go. Albano. Ava Albano, the junior, looking around, trying to find Meadows again. Meadows into the paint for 2. No. Rim. Rebound. TC takes it in. TC gobbles up, but eventually can't hit the shot, meaning we'll have a jump ball. A whistle. Possession will favor Pope Francis. Cardinals will inbound, and it's going the other way. Violation on Mason, meaning it will be general possession. A whistle on the floor. TC will come out. Maybe Termel will come back in. Here we go. On the floor for the Cardinals, it's Termel, Mason, Albano, Marsh, and Meadows. So that's your starting 5 right now on the floor. Marsh trying to get in there, trying to make a play. That one clearly went out on Agity Marsh, meaning it will be visitors' possession. Generals trying to work it in, trying to fight it in for 2. Nope. Rebound taken in by the Generals. Generals trying to work it in somehow, some way, and they stub it home. Generals put it in. 29-25. This game has become closer, folks. 4-point game now. Meadows trying to respond with the basket the other way. She'll drop out to Mason. Mason from 3. That was an air ball. Cardinals trying to make the play there, but that one heads out of bounds. It will be general possession. Mackenzie Rivers getting ready to check in for Pope Francis. Generals trying to work it the other way, trying to fire from 3-point range. That one hits the upper end of the rim and backboard area. And the Generals, again, able to put it in. This time it's Jamie Duquette putting it in. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a 2-point game right now. Cardinals looking for a bounce back. Mae Fitzgerald getting ready to check in as well. Meadows stepping on a dive. Finds the outlet with Termel. Termel inside the Marsh. Marsh is trying to get the hands up. And that goes out on Marsh. So Marsh will take a seat as Mackenzie Rivers and Mae Fitzgerald come in. Audrey Mason and Adjety Marsh will hit the bench. Generals going to try to work it up the floor now. 3:40 to go in this second quarter. Nice ball movement by the Generals. Shot clock at 24. They'll try to take it in right away. And they do. And we have a whistle and a timeout taken by Pope Francis. We'll step aside. 29-29. We are all even. Back, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I did not do any favors tonight for the Pope Francis Cardinals. Second quarter struggles have essentially continued. Pope Francis trying to get back into this game right now. 29-29, 3:30 to go. Second quarter. Cardinals looking for a comeback somehow, some way. Here's Meadows. Cardinals were up big. They were, I think they believe at one point they were up at 29-17. Pittsfield has got on a miraculous run and has somehow tied this game. TC will put it in for 2. One thing we do have learned, however, about this Pope Francis Cardinals team is that they are resilient. They have fortitude. They have resilience as well. Pope Francis does not give up. And ladies and gentlemen, Pittsfield will have to have a complete game in order to beat these Cardinals. Generals still trying to move it around. Generals looking for an outlet. Here's Duquette. Duquette trying to move it inside. Generals trying to fire from 3. No. Rebound taken in by Duquette. Another one of those little side hooks, and it goes in. We're tied again. Teams starting to trade baskets. 2:38 to go in this second quarter. Here's Meadows. Meadows. Looking inside, finds Termel the outlet. Termel looking around, just going to stop on a dime. Shot clock at 17. Mason. Mason trying to take it inside for 2, but eventually she is stopped. Generals will try to take it the other way. 2:15 to go. Generals trying to put it in. No. That one goes out of bounds on the Generals. Okay. I believe it hit that backwards hand, too. So that means it will be Pope Francis possession. 2:10 to go in this second quarter. We're all even, folks. 31-31 the score. Termel. Mae Termel trying to cut it inside for 2, and she is quickly stopped. No whistle. Generals trying to stub it home. Meadows trying to get back. Generals trying to stuff in for 2. Meadows gets the hands up in the air, but that will be a foul on Meadows. So that'll be the 15th foul of the first half for Pope. 1:56 to go in the second quarter. Free throws coming in for the Generals. Someone is unhappy with the general free throws. Maybe crying in the audience. So not too happy with the Generals free throws as Mason will take a seat and Marsh will come onto the floor. Second free throw, no good. So 0 for 2 go the Generals from the free throw and charity stripe. Cardinals now will try to take it the other way. Terrell, over to Marsh it goes. Anthony Marsh with 1:45, and that'll be a steal. Generals have the ball. Here they come, trying to work it up the floor with Randy Duquette, and we will have a whistle. There'll be 2 free throws, or will be an inbound. Let's see. Inbound coming in for the Generals. 6th team foul. Cardinals have to be careful here. Trying not to let the Generals get into the bonus. Be a huge boost of confidence for the Generals if they're somehow, some way able to take the lead heading into the halftime locker room. Generals trying to work it in for 2. Can't. Rebound. They'll take it in. And no, they can't put it in. TC will take it the other way now. Cardinals trying to get a bit of life. Here's Meadows. Meadows for 2. That one got side scraped and will be heading the way of the Generals. Pretty sure Meadows thought she was fouled, but she gets no call. Cardinals looking for D. Generals trying to work it the other way, and we have a whistle on the floor. That, I believe, is going to be another foul. So Cardinals have to stop and think about things. 1:17 to go in this second quarter. Again, folks, big week coming up on Pope Prep. Saturday, maybe the biggest game of the season. 1 versus the 4. How about that? Pope Francis Cardinals, boys hockey. We'll be live there. Pope Francis, Saturday afternoon hockey. We'll have it for you live from the MIAA Center. First 3 throws good. 32-31. Pittsfield has the lead. Pittsfield trying to make it a 2-point game. Here we go. Second free throw is no good. Rebound spits out to Pittsfield, though. They have an opportunity to make things worse. Meadows looking for it. Cat fight on the 4. Pittsfield comes away with it. TC trying to get her hands in there. Duquette going to try to fire from 3. That hits the rim/backboard. TC now trying to work it in. 1:05 to go in this second quarter. Norris having a hard time handling things, and that will be going the way of Pittsfield. Pittsfield now will try to work it in. Less than a minute to go in this first half. Generals trying to work it in for 2, and they do. Generals put it in. 34-31, the lead for the Generals. How about that, folks? Generals, awesome start to this game. I mean, you couldn't draw it up any better for them. Coming in on the road, beating one of the best teams, one of the most talked about teams in Western Mass, as Meadows will put it in for 2. Meadows puts it in. 34-33 the lead now for Pittsfield. Generals will try to work it in again. That one heads out of bounds. It'll be going the way of Pope. So Pope with the opportunity still to take the lead heading into halftime. Be a big boost of confidence for them as well. So it could be a big swing either way in terms of mood and the halftime locker room. I wouldn't expect the coaches for the Cardinals to be too pleased with what they've seen during this first half. Meadows. Meadows looking around, just going to try to fire from 3. That'll be a rim. Rebound. Terrell looking for it. Can't stub it home. 7 seconds to go. Generals trying to stub it home. With 4.1 seconds to go, second quarter, 34-33. Generals have it. Going to try to stub it in for 3. Can they? Will they? Yes, they will. And that is how we will end the first half. Huge heartbreaker there for Pope. But instead, we head to the halftime locker room, 37-33. Generals put it in. Stay tuned, folks. Pope Prep, we got the halftime show coming up for you. It's all coming up. Stay tuned. Champions play here.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you, I'm sure you know, recently the Pope Productions team was featured on not 1 but 2 episodes of Reel to Reel, produced by the Diocese of Springfield. We're going to be playing the first episode for you now over the halftime. So just want to point out, all credits go to the Diocese of Springfield, Massachusetts, for producing this under their Reel to Reel team. So we just want to share their really great feature on us with all of you, because a lot of our hard work and motivation comes from you. So we want to share this great segment with you if you haven't been able to see it yet.
This upcoming week marks Catholic Schools Week, celebrating the benefits of a Catholic school education. One of the many clubs offered at Pope Francis Prep School in Springfield is Pope Prep Productions, which is very familiar to students during the school year whenever an event is scheduled that merits a video. All of their productions can be found on their own YouTube channel. This past week, the group stepped out of their usual comfort zone to put together their very first Chalice of Salvation Mass. Steve Piltonic reports.
It's 7:20 a.m. at Pope Francis Preparatory School. Inside, the Pope Prep production crew is preparing the daily morning announcements, which are just one of the many events they produce throughout the academic year. Daryl Jeffrey is the school's director of technology who oversees the group.
Pope Prep Productions came about mainly as a result of COVID. We needed a way to get all of our events out to the masses. So we learned how to broadcast on YouTube, starting with just one camera and a single person just reading the announcements, and it grew into multiple cameras, multiple people, scripts, and having graphics as well.
Any student can join the club. All one needs is an interest and desire to learn. Everything produced at Pope Prep Productions, whether it's on site or in the field, is student-run.
All of the productions that we do, I try to have very little to do with it. I'm basically the adult in the room for most of what happens. I believe very much in learning by doing, so if someone shows an interest in doing something, I say, go ahead and try it. Try to do it. Don't be afraid to make a mistake. Might also want to try an over-the-shoulder shot when they're doing the reading. I don't know how that would look. One of the philosophies that I have for this club is basically whatever happens was meant to happen. So there's no pressure on them. Whatever happens, that's the way God wanted it to go down, so that's what we do and we move on.
In addition to the announcements, Pope Prep Productions produces theater productions, student masses, and special events like graduation ceremonies and various music performances. Most of the home sporting events are covered, from soccer in the fall to basketball and hockey in winter to baseball, softball, and lacrosse in spring. They even broadcast many select away games. Senior Andrew Sarrazina is the director of sports broadcasts. He started in the club as a junior after responding to a request Jeffrey made during a class.
He said, we got a game, I think it was on a Saturday, if anybody wants to come, and I was the only one crazy enough to show up. So I came and it sold me. I absolutely love doing it. So I'm like, let's take this and let's make it better. Let's make it better than just a camera on the field, and that's really what we've done.
The club made an investment earlier this year, adding a portable cart, desktop computer, bags, and other field equipment. The biggest challenge he and the production crew usually face is away games.
We don't always know where we're going to go and what we're going to be getting ourselves into, so we might not always have the resources we think we're going to have, power, Wi-Fi, whatever it may be, so it's always having to adapt and overcome. And I'm happy to say that I don't think there's been a game we haven't been able to do yet with any challenge that we faced.
A.J. Gonzalez is the voice of the Cardinals.
Trying to work it in for two, no, rim, rebound, and Martin takes it in and puts it in for two.
All the sports are live streamed and archived on the Pope Prep Productions YouTube channel. It's great for parents of athletes or alumni who want to catch a game but can't make it in person. Senior Chris Sitnick is the director of all productions in-house, as well as anything else around the building not related to sports. She started her sophomore year also after being hooked during a Jeffrey class.
One of the assignments was to show up and for at least 10 or so times and learn the different jobs, and then I kind of just kept going with it.
As the primary director, Sitnick spends a lot of time outside of classes trying to perfect her skills.
This is purely a hobby of mine. I find it so much fun to learn different things, to be able to try new things, to be able to use our equipment and be able to mess up and then go, well, how do I fix that, and learn how to fix it so I'm able to understand the technology more.
Good morning, Pope Francis. Please stand for prayer and pledge the flag. I now invite up Owen for prayer.
Isabella Clarkson Perez is one of the 10 hosts of the morning announcements, which are a hodgepodge of patriotism, prayer, and information.
Pope Francis will be collaborating with St. Mary's of Westfield to a blood drive challenge.
Students prepare scripts for the teleprompter, choose graphics, and run the board. Sitnick said morning announcements are by far the most challenging event she directs, in part because time is of the essence.
It's early in the morning, everyone's tired. We're all wanting to get everything done as fast as we can because we don't have as much time as we would a mass or a different event. I have from 7:20 until 7:50 to get everything done in time. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. It just depends on the day.
As with any live show, anything can go wrong during the broadcast.
Sometimes our equipment might just decide not to work one day, and we have to learn how to adapt and find different programs to use.
On this Wednesday morning, whatever happens was meant to happen, As Mr. Jeffrey would say, when the screen between cuts goes black.
Today there was an issue, but we figured out what the issue was. We just hit the wrong button, and we were able to fix it.
That's all, Pope Francis. Have a splendid day.
As soon as the announcements are over, any glitches are an afterthought, and attention turns to the next broadcast. While the students produce their own masses during the year, this is their first venture at producing a Chalice of Salvation Mass. They showed they were up for the challenge.
Doing the Chalice of Salvation is something that we really wanted to do since we've been here. It's challenging to do something live, but most of the events that we do are live anyway.
Bishop William Byrne was the main celebrant at the Mass, which served as the kickoff to Catholic Schools Week.
Today we had a third camera, which we're not used to having, and our director, Chris Sitnick, really tried to take advantage of that to attempt to show the audience. We wanted to make sure that we followed the bishop as he moves around to do his homily. So Chris is very good at watching everything that's going on and trying to stay focused on getting the best shot.
Camera 1 and 2, follow him around. Henry, you're going to stay like that. Can you move more to your right, though?
Sitnick summarized her crew's first Chalice performance.
Everyone worked well. Everyone did great. I was very happy with how everyone behaved. It was just really nice. I liked that I was able to have 2 people per camera because they were able to switch off and receive communion, so that was really good. I was very happy that we had enough people to do all the jobs that were needed when they were needed.
At the request of Jeffrey, Sitnick and Sarah Zena have been asked to take more of a backseat role this year to groom Caleb Gilmet, a freshman who will be taking over the directing roles each has held for the past 2 years. While broadcasting doesn't figure prominently in the future plans of either seniors, both have enjoyed their time with Pope Prep Productions.
I would like to be a math teacher, so I'm kind of interested in seeing if I can get other kids, if I'm a teacher, if I can get other kids to enjoy it as much as I did when I was here.
I might do it as a recreation thing. I know the top school I'm looking at has a program for this, so I'm really excited. But my major, I'm looking to get into aviation technology. I want to be a pilot.
Both look forward to continuing their learning experience with Pope Prep Productions until graduation, when the baton will be passed to underclassmen who will follow in their footsteps. For Reel to Reel, I'm Steve Kiltonic.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Ready to resume here in this second half. Again, we'd like to thank Andrew Sarazino, Chris Sitnick did a great job on that reel to reel. Good representation of the Pope Francis community and the vibe here around the school. Did an excellent job here for us, and we thank them every single day of the week for what they do. So much hours they put into this. Really, just so much thanks to give for them, as they will be departing us at the end of the year. They will be, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to somehow, some way, be able to replace it. I mean, I don't know how we're gonna do that. So we'll try to figure something out. Meanwhile, back on the floor where the game actually matters, Pope Francis Generals. It's a 4-point game, folks. So 4 points separate these two teams. Generals have somehow, some way come into Pope Francis and have a 4-point lead on these Cardinals. It's a great story for these Pittsfield Generals. Battle tested all year long, and tonight, no different. Live here at Pope Francis. Cardinals going to look for a comeback here in this second half. As they say, you know, that first half, just a minor setback for what will be a major comeback for these Pope Francis Cardinals. You can feel it coming. Cardinals looking for some defense. TC trying to provide it. Audrey Mason trying to get in there. Meadows now will take it the other way, but Meadows is robbed of that one, but she'll get it back, luckily. Went out of bounds. Mason will throw in. Here we go. We're back to go. 7:28 to go in this third quarter. Cardinals And Generals just getting started here in this third quarter, in this second half. Here's TC inside. TC trying to work it inside, trying to fight for 2 points, and she can't get it. Rebound, and TC is hit in the face, and she appears to be in some discomfort. Cardinals are going to get back down D, and Meadows gets the hand in there. And, yeah, I think TC is going to come out of this game, I think. Let's see. TC will definitely come off, yeah. Marsh will come on. I hope everything's okay with TC. Just a little bit of a stinger there, maybe. Hope that everything is okay. Cardinals will look for some defense. Generals trying to move it up to 4. Generals trying to move it in, but they can't. Rebound taken in by Bella Meadows. Meadows trying to take it the other way. Bella Meadows, Euro step and in. No, she cannot stub it home. We thought that was going in for sure, but eventually they can't put it in. Generals now will try to take it the other way. Pittsfield just trying to work it in. Goes off the hip of Ava Albano. Generals still trying to stub it home. That'll be a cap fight for that one. Jump ball possession. I believe will favor Pope Francis. Termel will inbound. Meadows. Round half court. Meadows going to take it herself. Going to call for signals. Here's Termel. Termel over to Marsh. Ajay Marsh looking around. Just going to try to do something. Over to Albano it goes. Here's Ava Albano. Just going to try to take it the other way. Looking for some quick movement. Just nothing giving by this Generals defense. Absolutely nothing giving by Pittsfield there. Pittsfield off to a great start tonight. Defensively, they have just taken the real estate away from these Pope Francis Cardinals and put them in a confusing stages here early on in this third quarter. And a defensive masterpiece, to say the least, from the Generals thus far. Generals going to try to work it in, trying to move it around. It's Duquette. Duquette trying that little side hook, not sky hook, side hook again. But Meadows will try to take it the other way to Albano. 2-on-1, 2 for Pope. And just like that, it is a one possession game, 2-point game. But meanwhile, coming in the other way are the Generals, but not before Bella Meadows gets back to there on defense. Desiree Powell had an open look to the basket, but Bella Meadows got there in just the nick of time for the Pope Francis Cardinals. 6:05 to go in this third quarter. Generals trying to move it in as well. Cardinals trying to move it in. Generals trying to do something as well. And that will be a whistle. And that will be Pope Francis possession. Ladies and gentlemen, I've just gotten some breaking news from our news center here in Springfield. It is that the Pope Francis Cardinals boys varsity basketball game for the playoffs round 1 will be here either on Monday or Wednesday. So Monday or Wednesday will be the day of that game. So start booking that one. And in your calendars as well. February vacation quickly approaching. But, I mean, February vacation, ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't matter. Pope Francis takes back the lead, 38-37. But again, Pope Francis, the #1 ranked team in Class A. So they are ranked ahead of teams like Central, teams like Amherst, teams that we have seen all year long. The Pope Francis Cardinals are ranked #1 in Class A. Cardinals trying to do something there. Termel trying to move it in Albano. Ava Albano trying to work it in somehow, some way. And that will be a whistle. Cardinals will inbound. TC will come in. I believe Ajay Marsh will take a seat. She will. So Ajay Marsh, good hard-working night. So take a seat. Then, folks, Tuesday we have boys hockey senior night. Everything's coming down in the last weeks here of this winter sports stretch run. Tuesday night is going to be hockey boys senior night. So the Olympia Ice Center will be packed for that one as well. So big sports week on Pope Prep. Forget any vacation plans you had. You're thinking about going to Florida? No, you got to stay here and watch Pope Prep. But actually, you have the ability to go to Florida and watch us. And we have a timeout, ladies and gentlemen. Timeout taking on the floor. 40-37 the lead. Pope Francis in a battle.
Yeah, AJ, I was just going to say, isn't the point of Pope production so you can go to Florida and continue watching Pope sports? That's kind of why we do what we do, isn't it?
You know, that's the amazing part about Pope Prep Productions as well. You want to be in attendance? We can watch us live, too. That's one of the things that was mentioned on the Reel to Reel, on your Reel to Reel, actually, about you and Chris. You guys did a great job still. I can't believe that we got that much exposure. That was really incredible. But Pope Francis here tonight, 40-37 lead, rather. Fans clapping their hands, ready to go for this third quarter. Here we go. Pope Francis getting ready. Generals getting ready as well to come back out on the floor. Trying to get back in this one tonight. Cardinals up by a basket. Cardinals will look for some defense. Generals trying to move it in. Generals down by 3. Cardinals up by 3. Cardinals trying to hang on tonight. Cardinals looking for some defense. Generals trying to work it inside, and eventually they do for 2 points. How about that for the Generals? It's Harlan Castillo who puts it in for 2. We're back to a 1-point game. Here's Trammell. Nate Trammell has it. Trammell over to Mason. Audrey Mason looking around. Mason back to Albano. Albano from downtown. That hits a rim. Rebound taken in by Pittsfield. Pittsfield now will try to work it up the floor. Pittsfield trying to work it in. Pittsfield will cut back, trying to fire from 3-point range. No. Rim. Rebound taken in by Pittsfield. They still can't stuff it in. TC just caught in the paint there for Pope Francis. Cardinals now will get a sub onto the floor. May Fitzgerald will come in eventually here. Yeah, we got the whistle. Sub coming in. So Fitzgerald in. TC going to take a seat again. So TC will take her second seat of this second half. Both teams no fouls here in this second half thus far. It's been a clean second half. It's been a lot of fun watching these 2 teams battle right here on Tuesday night basketball. Generals have it, trying to work it inside. But Meadows again on the defensive side. The Meadows tonight has been an X factor on the defensive side tonight. Just causing havoc for Pope Francis. Doing her job to a T thus far. It's been excellent. There's clinic from Meadows thus far. Cardinals looking for defense again. Fitzgerald trying to put the hands up in the air. Didn't matter. Shot wasn't that great. Duquette will try to put it in. She does. Again, that little side hook just killing the Pope Francis Cardinals. Again, Duquette puts it in with a side hook. That shot's blocked. Meadows tried to take it the other way, but could not. Eventually, Generals got in the way. Generals again trying to take it in for 2, and they do. 43-40 the score. Cardinals just trying to relax, get back into their groove. Down by 3. Teams trading baskets, teams trading the lead as well. Extra call from the Cardinals. Here's Trammell. Trammell just going to try to take it in herself. Rim, rebound, Fitzgerald looking for it. May Fitzgerald trying to get in there, trying to make the play for Pope. Cardinals looking for the steal. Meadows has got the steal, and a foul. Trammell, Mason, Audrey Mason from 3. Oh, ho, ho. Audrey Mason ties us back up. So, Dr. Dree will put us back to a 43-43 game. Cardinals, Generals battling it out here on Tuesday night basketball. Generals trying to get back the lead. They can't. Rebound is taken in by the Generals. Generals will try from 3. No, they won't. They'll try a fake. Albano got in the way. Generals still trying to put in a little side hook, but eventually it hits the backboard. Taking in for two. Yeah. Albino from 3. No. Rebound taken in by the Generals. Generals trying to work it the other way. Generals trying to stuff it in quickly for 2, and they do. 58-48 the score. 10-point lead now for the visitors. Cardinals trying to look for a bounce back. Meadows puts it in for 2. Oh, not lost yet. Still 5:09 to go in this fourth quarter. Could be a frustrating night for Pope Francis. Cardinals looking for defense. Generals trying to work it inside. Generals trying to get 2 points, and they do, and 1. TC cannot believe it. Had the hands up in the air. Thought that was all ball, but eventually it's not. 60-50 to score. 45. Oh, my God. I having a rough one tonight. 4:57 to go. And in this fourth quarter, Mae Fitzgerald getting ready to check in. She will for TC, so TC draws that foul, and that will send her to the bench. Free throw coming in from the visitors. Free throw is no good, so big free throw is missed. But they get the rebound and make it even worse. They make it even worse. Timeout taken. Or is it a timeout? Let's see. No, there will be no timeout. I thought Pope took a timeout for sure, but they did not. 4:53 to go. Game slipping away. Cardinals need a comeback. Here's Terrell. Terrell with a Mason. Mason fake 3, trying to create space and fire on a jumper. No, rebound. Mason looking for it. Loose possession. Duquette will take it. Here's Duquette. Duquette trying to take it in for 2. Can't she, will she? No, rim, rebound. Again, Generals just a more physical team tonight. That might be the deciding factor. Fitzgerald trying to get down there. That will be an offensive foul. Here's Meadows. Bella Meadows trying to take it inside. Cuts back out to Mason. Here's Audrey Mason over to Bella Meadows. Meadows looking around, just trying to get something going. Cardinals need to come back, down by 12 with 4:13 to go in the fourth quarter. Meadows, Fitzgerald, Mae Fitzgerald from 3. Nope, that one is going to head right out of bounds. Generals will get possession. Generals just want to take it to the basket. No one covers. No one covers. And that will be a timeout by Pope Francis. We'll step aside, folks. Stay tuned. Pope Prep game getting out of hand. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Pope Francis and a hold. 64-50, the score. The Generals lead. Cardinals need a comeback for the ages. Trying to come back and win this thing. Down by 14, 3:57 to go. Every basket counts from here on in. Meadows trying to lead the comeback. Here we go. To the Cardinals, can they show the fortitude? Can they show the resiliency here tonight and try to win this game? Meadows will try to fire a step-back jumper. No, doesn't have the basket. Rebound. Marsh looking for it. Can't find it. Generals now will try to work it the other way. Any basket the Generals can get from this point on is crucial for Pope Francis. The defense needs to clamp down now. Generals going to try to work it in. Side hook and in. 66-50 the score. It is a 16-point game. The Pittsfield Generals coming in tonight. Excellent game plan for stopping these Pope Francis Cardinals, and it is working to perfection. Meadows from 3. Rim. Rebound taken in by the Generals. Generals now will try to work it the other way. Generals have it. Generals looking for some points. Generals trying to do something. Cardinals in the way. Generals still trying to work it inside. Can they? Will they? Yes, they will. A foul and one. 18-point game deflation on the faces of these Pope Francis Cardinals. Paint domination tonight from Pittsfield has been a huge factor as to why they're up 68-70. Or 68-50 rather, excuse me. Meanwhile, that'll be a basket. That's a three-point shot for Pope. Trying to jump back in this one any way they can. Every basket counts now. Pittsfield, one more basket would really put it out of reach for Pope Francis. Generals trying to move it in. Generals got it, and it is good for two. 70-53. Pittsfield cruising to a victory. That pass is a steal there, but it still will remain with Pope Francis. Time not on the side of Pope. 2:18 to go in this fourth quarter. Cards need to say a prayer. Meadows. Meadows has it, trying to take it to the basket. Meadows looking for 2 points. No, air ball comes just short of the basket. Meanwhile, here come the other way the Generals have it. Generals trying to work it inside as Generals trying to do something, trying to work it inside, trying to shake and bake. Generals looking around now, trying to work it any way they can. Generals looking for any kind of basket they can get here. Generals working inside of the paint. Generals trying to do a little side hook. Goes in again, and one. Yeah, and the Cardinals are getting the bench players in. Tough night for Pope Francis. Meadows going to come out. Mason going to come out. Mackenzie Rivers going to come in. Termel going to come out. Rivers going to come in. Frustrating night for Pope. Pittsfield did everything in their power to win this game. They're going to walk out of here with a victory tonight. Coming up, folks, we got the Cardinal post game. We're bringing it to you live here courtside. And we'll pack it up and get ready for tomorrow, senior night. So Cardinals will have the opportunity to avenge tonight's loss tomorrow. So back-to-back for them. Free throw good, 3-point play complete. That makes it a 20-point game. Cardinals trying to look themselves in the mirror now. Pupilo trying to move it in. That was out of bounds. Generals now will try to work it in. Season coming to a close. Not the results you want to see for the Pope Francis Cardinals. Whistle again. Generals will sub the entire starting team out. Get some backups into this game. 1:47 to go. Fourth quarter. Again, folks, tomorrow senior night. Then from there, we got a busy week still. Saturday, live at the Olympia we will be. 1 versus the 4. What could be a playoff seeding game as well for either teams. Cardinals trying to lock up home ice for the rest of the playoffs. Could be huge for them. Trying to get to the road to the Garden. For them, boys basketball, we'll see them Monday or Wednesday as they've hit their 1 week break here coming into the playoffs. So have some practices and get ready for the game. It'll either be Monday or Wednesday. We'll have it for you live on Pope Prep. We can't wait for it. Cardinals trying to move it in. Aline moving it back to DeRose. DeRose from 3. No. Rim. Rebound is taken in by the Generals. 1:07 to go. Generals trying to step it home. They can't. Cardinals now will try to work it the other way. Cardinals looking for something. Rivers. Mackenzie Rivers trying to get inside. Just going to try to take it herself for 2. Nope. Rim. Rebound taken in. Cardinals still trying to do something. Cardinals trying to stuff it in still. Cardinals still trying to stuff it home. Can't. Generals now going to try to work it the other way. We have a whistle. Tiffany Tran will come in as well. Entire Cardinal roster has gotten into this game. 40 seconds to go tonight. Pope Francis. Just a gut-drenching defeat tonight. Still have a big opportunity tomorrow to win on senior night. Pittsfield, just defense was there. Shots were there. It was just a total playmakers night for Pittsfield. Cardinals still trying to move it the other way. Here's Tran. Tiff Tran. Moving over to DeRose. DeRose over to Tran. Tran trying to do something. Well, this Tuesday night will belong to Pittsfield. The Pittsfield Generals have come in the Pope Francis and have knocked off the Cardinals. Tran's three is an air ball. Rebound is taken in by Pittsfield. They close it out with domination. Pittsfield, a big statement win tonight on the road at Pope Francis. 73-53 the final. Well, that just about does it from here. So this game will end in quiet tonight. 73-53. Coming up, folks, we got the Cardinal post game. Frustrating night for the Cardinals. Pittsfield Generals, great night. So that just about does it from here. For all my great crew, Andrew Sarrazino, Chris Sitnick running everything, AJ Gonzalez, voice of the Cardinals, saying so long from Springfield. We'll be back for the post game coming up. Stay tuned. Pope Prep. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Pope Francis, rough night for them. 73-53. Generals come in and beat the Cardinals on the road here in Pope Francis. Stacked night for the visitors. Came in, just had a great game plan, strategized well. 73-53. They are the winners tonight. Coming up tomorrow, folks, things will be better. Senior night is tomorrow. We can't wait for it. So we'll be here live early on for a little pregame ceremony for these seniors. It's Audrey Mason and TC this year, so not as big of a crowd as we saw with the basketball team. And Olivia Pupola, as my apologies. Yep. So we will also commemorate Olivia Pupola as well. So 3 tomorrow. My apologies. So that just about does it from here. We can't wait till tomorrow. It's going to be a fun day. Andrew Sarrazino, our director, as always, leading the show. Chris Sitnick, as always, running the camera, usually doing stats work, whatever. Just helping her out wherever, making the broadcast 100 times better. I'm AJ Gonzalez, the voice of the Pope Francis Cardinals, saying so long from Springfield. Final score, 73-53. Generals come in on the road and take it versus the Pope Francis Cardinals. See you tomorrow, and good night from Springfield.